Hello, everyone. I hope everybody's enjoying their day or evening. Um, I wanted to talk about, the they says of the world. When I started this live thing, I thought I could, you know, help people or be there for people with my real life experiences, you know, naively forgetting about the they says of the world or the negative that would come, which is with anything that you try to do, there's always going to be the they says. You know, I find it amazing that you never realize that the they says never want their name put on something. They never want their name added to it. It's always some type of uh, a negative person, that's got something to say about you or what you're trying to do. You know, I was sitting there and I said, I've heard some things about myself that I didn't know. I mean, some of the stuff I was like, well, no, that's not true. But some of it I was like, well, I wish it was true. But the they says, they tend to have the people that you know and love and care about the most. They want to pretty much turn them into the dog that brings the bone to you. We have to start making sure we put the they says in their place. Because I call them the they says because have you ever noticed when the sentence or when that person brings you the bone, they always start with, well, they said this or they say that. And you just be looking like, never the name. When it's something positive, they'll there's a name to it. It's well, I'll use one of my closest friends. When somebody, Clara said such and such and such and such, that's when it's a positive thing. But you can always tell when it's negative, it's nasty, and it's not. It has a sprinkle of a huge lie in there. It's the they said. But the sad part is when someone comes to you with the they said, you need to take that person that's bringing you what they say and put them right there and mesh them in with the they says. Because no real friend or family member will sit up and let the they say anything about you in the first place. You know, this is true. Who could just sit and listen to something negative and nasty and full of lies about someone that they know and care about? You really couldn't because you don't want to hear it. When people come to me and they start trying to gossip or say something about someone I know and love, the first thing, and I've got a reputation for being mean or whatever it is, but I do say I don't want to hear that. I don't really care. I don't care because at the end of the day, I'm looking at you like, why would you sit there and listen to such a thing? We have to start putting people in their place and make sure that they understand that, you're not going to carry that bag of garbage and drop it off in somebody's yard. You're not going to carry that bag of negative and pass it around because that's how it gets passed around. They pass around the negative and the nasty and all that stuff quicker than they'll pass around the good. People are quick to believe a lie before they believe the truth. I mean, really, they'll argue you down about the truth. But when it comes to the they says, we're going to have to put them they says in their place, because they don't want, the first thing they say to you is don't tell them that I said it, you know. And that's because they know already they done sprinkled their lie in there along with the lie that they got from somebody else. It always grows bigger. The more and more the story goes, it gets bigger and the lie grows even more. But we have to put the they says where they belong, you know, because the negativity that I've received was just plain ridiculous. But at the end of the day, it's not going to stop me. I'm going to continue to get on and do this live and try my best to be of some help to someone. Um, you really don't find out just how people feel about you until you do try to do something. But that's with everything. That's with everything. I'm no different. I'm no better. It's just the way it is. But I can and will stop it when it comes to, me. I can say, well, I don't want to hear this, or I don't want to deal with this, because you can't. I'm not a dog that you can't bring me the bone and I'm carrying it. I'm not carrying it anywhere. It stops with me. And I just wanted to say that going into the new year, God willing, that we need to stop letting people bring us that negative trash and then being the ones that spread it. You can't sit up and listen to, craziness, because most of the time that's what it is. You can't sit up and listen to it or take it in as a fact, because it's not facts. Most things that the they says bring to you are based in lies and false and untruth. We have to do better, people, and we have to make people respect us and respect our name. You can't allow anybody just to put your name on anything. You know, I love you all in a real way. This is real talk, real life experience, and that's all I'm going to continue to give you. So the they says of the world, I hope eventually find something better to do than trying to destroy what could be something positive and wonderful. But even if you don't, the buck stops here. It goes no further than me.